Alright, another stringing pattern for a specific racket. This is a 2020 Head Extreme MP. This is a 1619 racket. We're going to, hopefully I get everything in camera. We're going to mount this butt cap up. When it's butt cap up, it will say Head and it will say Extreme. We're going to mount. I can probably pick up my wife, she's out there talking. Alright, we're going to start in the throat. Make sure you back up your main clamp. We are going to string 3. When I say 3, I'm going to thread 3, pull tension on 3. On this side, there's 3. We're going to thread the next 2. Get the string out of the way. And again, you string however you want to. I'm just showing you the pattern for this racket. On this side, we're going to do 6 pulls. This is number 6. We're going to thread the 7th. We are going to skip grommet number 7 in the throat and on the head. We're going to go back and finish off this side. This is number 6. Again, we're going to skip the 7th grommet, throat, and head. We're also going to skip the 9th grommet, head, and throat. So you will have 2 skips in the head and the throat. We're going to tie our knot on for the main. We're going to tie our knot onto the second main. It is going to be the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th grommet. When I count grommets, I will count from the center out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When I count main strings, I always count from the edge in, out in, from both sides. Again, we're going to skip the ninth grommet, head, and throat, and thread into the 10th grommet. And our knot will again tie onto the second main, which is the 8th grommet. Maybe, if I can get a hold of the string. I keep reaching over to hit my buttons to tilt the machine. I keep forgetting. Alright, crosses. Racket handle away from you. We're going to start in the second skip. That would be grommet number 9. And we're going to start under the second main string. And we will finish over the second main string on this side. And we're going to now go to the first cross, which is the first skipped hole, and we're going to start over the third main string. And just weave it across. And you will finish under the third main string on this side. Then we will start under on the outside main. And finish over outside main on the other side. If you're doing a one piece and you're tying a starting knot, you will tie your starting knot on the 6th, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 grommet. This racket can be done one piece. I just do everything two piece, a little easier, a little faster. And now, until we get to our first skip, all of our cross strings will start under and finish over. Pull our knot. Make sure you leave a gap between the clamp and the tie off grommet. And again, we're going to tie off on the 6th grommet, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is the third main from the outside. Tail, and just start stringing your racket. Again, we started under, we're going to finish over. I know there are videos out there, people showing a lot of these rackets. Most of them are fast forwarded and you can't really get anything out of them. At least I don't. Just try to keep your crosses as straight as possible as you're pulling tension on them. Engage my gripper. Again, we start under, weave across, finish over. And for people wondering, this is a Lou Power 16L at 52 pounds. Now obviously, if you're just trying to figure out where to tie off, you could have fast forwarded the video by now. Now this is our last cross before the skip. Again, we started under. And we will finish over the outside main. We're now on our first skip. I like my strings under. Don't always get them under, but I like them under. So on the second main, we're going to start over. And you will finish under the second main on the other side. I'm not going to have enough. All right, we are on our last main. And I said I like to always go under. This one went over, so I'm going to make sure this one goes over. Just because they're like little channels with the string, and those are just laying over, laying in that channel. So anyway, last cross. We're going to start under the third main. And we'll finish over the third main on this side. And we are going to tie off on the sixth one. Well, let's get around here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 grommet, which would be the third main string. Make sure you leave a gap, if you can see it, which way you can see it, between the clamp and the grommet, or you'll never get your string in there and be able to tie your knot. And again, use whatever knots you want. I just use Parnell knots. And there you have it, a 2020 Head Extreme MP. Straighten your mains out. Do this enough, you can just kind of look and see what's crooked and what's not. Kind of, sort of. Straighten your crosses. And I do not have to touch my crosses. The mains look good. And there you go. Again, Head Extreme MP 2020 model.